now. Let's go. Dress up, bless up, step up and get it. Lace up, face up, I'm here to win it. It's for my city, and the team coming with me. Headed for the championship, even if the road is long. Legends pave the way for us, and nothing in this world can take it from us. Don't underestimate our generation when you see us coming for ya. And when you knock me down, I'm getting back up. Cause when I step on the floor, you know your time's up. I'm on my way.
Detroit basketball.
Let's go!
Hey, hold on. Detroit basketball. Had to do it, bro. Had to do it, dog. Man,
it
King.
feels good.
King, you know the Pistons won again. You know the Pistons won again. Come on. You know the Pistons won again. For real. You know the Pistons won again. And why? Because I always do it. Is
man,
what?
It feels
what we
good.
do? What we do? All we do is what?
All we fucking do is win, man. Feels good, bro.
Man, everybody. Oh, let's throw them on. You know what? Yeah, let's throw them on real quick, bro. We're gonna come with the order tonight. We had to come with the order tonight, y'all. We had to come with the order tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Knicks fans.
He got his buffs on. You know what I'm saying? We had to do it right tonight. We had to do it right tonight. King, first of all, you called it. you went guaranteed last episode, right? You said you had the backpack on. You had everything. You said, "Hey, we will not win. We gonna win game 2. Put it in the front of the page, middle of the page, back of the page. We will win game 2." And you know what? The Pistons won game 2 tonight.
I guess I got to do like the Pistons did, you know, like she did Tayshaun, man, and hook up K, because this was exactly what I was talking about, man. K is only gonna take him one game to make them adjustments, man.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So before we get into all that, welcome back to the King and Deuce show. We see you guys are deep in here tonight, man. We are going to have a lot of fun for a lot of reasons, guys. A lot to unpack in this game. I know, King, you got a lot you want to say. I have a lot I want to say. And we know you guys have a lot that you want to say. See, we're going to do the best that we can to get to every single comment, at least as many as we can. If we miss any comments, repost it again, super chat, put it in capital letters, whatever you want to do to get our attention. We will do it the best we can to get to everybody. So, man, King. The Pistons get over the hump, get the monkey off their back, and beat the New York Knicks on the road tonight, 100-94 in game 2, tying the series to 1-1, stealing home court advantage, and they have won their first playoff game in, wait for it, 17 years. 17 years, King, it has been since this team has won a playoff game. Now, we have to go all the way back to the days of Chauncey, Rip, Tayshaun, Sheed, and Antonio McDyess, post Ben Wallace era. This was the year the Pistons lost to the would-be champion Boston Celtics in 6 games. I don't even know what I was doing in 2008, bro. I don't even know where I was at. But all I know is that every time we got to the playoffs after that, 2009, we got swept by the Cavs. 2016, we got swept again by the Cavs. 2019, we got swept by the Bucks. And here we are, getting the monkey off our back, showing that we are not the same old Pistons. This is a new era, a new day, a new team, and we have a new superstar on our team. Cade Cunningham, man. We gonna get to that boy for sure. And not even just him. And this was a team win. This was a team win, bro. Before I go any further, bro, is there anything that you saw in tonight's game before I get into my initial thoughts that you saw that stood out?
Defensive effort.
There we go.
Consistently.
Yeah.
Consistently. They did everything that we said that they needed to do in this game, especially when you're missing Stu. Paul Reed, I sent you that text earlier.
Yeah, you did.
Paul Reed, you know what I'm saying? Playoff experience, like I was mentioning in the last show. You know, and I mean, like I said, offensively, he's not a guy that's just going to wow you or dazzle you, but he can get in there. He can block some shots. He can get some putbacks. He can be a problem for you. And the playoff experience it showed tonight because he came in and he was big time for us down that last little stretch.
Yep.
And like I said, the defensive effort overall, man, got to give it to them as a team tonight.
Yes,
because they did a hell of a job.
Yes, man. 100%. So before we go any further, we already got some super chats in here. Y'all are excited, man. And I'm with it. Y'all are lit already. What's going on, Doug? Doug says here, appreciate you as always, brother. $23 for Jaden Ivey.
Appreciate that, Doug.
This is a protect home court. Yes, it is, bro. Protect. If the Pistons win their games at home, they win the series in 7 games, which is exactly what I predicted coming into the series. And I think that is going to hold up exactly how it is looking to be. So Doug says this is protect home court series now. Detroit basketball.
Yeah.
That was a terrible one. My bad. Detroit basketball.
Y'all got him acting light skin today.
Bruh, I'm on one tonight, dog. I'm on one tonight. This game had me about to burst the blood vessel. All kind of gray hairs piling up, man. Okay, let's get to the next one because we got a few of these in here. Oh, my bad. I missed blowing straight. My bad. This is right here, y'all.
Yeah. Like,
great game. Appreciate that, bro.
Salute. He been such a good sport, bro. On Twitter and on here.
You're a real one. Appreciate you, bro. Always showing love, and we try to show that right back to you, man, for sure. It's gonna be a long series, man. It's gonna be long. It's gonna be a lot of fun. The Assassin King says, "You know the Pistons won again. What? You know the Pistons won again. Come on. You know the Pistons won again. For real. Appreciate you, Assassin King." Dominique Davis always coming back around, showing love. What you got to say, bro? He says, "Let's fucking go, fellas." Predicted a bounce back game from Cade and the dub. He's number 1 on my shit list of foul baiters ahead of Trey and SGA. Too talented to be doing that BS. King, have at it.
I'm glad you brung that up. Put that tweet out on Twitter, and it's still going. You might hear my phone going.
Yeah,
that's what it's about. I put that tweet out there, man, and it's going nuts. I put the tweet out there. And I said, "Listen, man, the reason why the ratings are dropping in this league is because it's disgusting watching acts like we watched tonight. This man could not even run down the court without trying to flop, dude. Like you can't even dribble up the court without doing all of this. Stop flopping."
I don't know why he does. Like to be like, I want to give him because he is a good basketball player, bro. He's a very talented basketball player. He doesn't have to do that. It is so annoying to watch that. He looked like a for my Pokemon fans, date myself. He looked like a Magikarp without water, just bouncing around. That's literally how he looks, bro. It's so annoying because it's nearly impossible to guard. Like, how are we supposed to guard this man?
I look more to the refs though, Deuce, because they're the ones that keep calling that garbage.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got a situation where the refs can't admit their wrongs in this game. You seen the foul with Asar where he grabbed Asar's arm. Like, come on, bro.
Just like who did? SGA. Remember that? It's the same thing. It's the same. This has to stop, bro. The refs have to. They have to fix this. They have to fix this because I felt like a big portion of the game, especially in the first half, they was letting them play. They was letting them play, and that favored the Pistons because we're the more physical team. But late in the game, man, they just started letting him get away with whatever. And I was like, come on, bro. So Dominique, bro, I feel you 100% on that, bro. Hundo. No, you kept it a beam with that one because that's like the last part of what you said is how I feel. He's too talented, just like Trey, just like SGA. They're too talented. You never see Cade Cunningham doing that. You will never see Cade Cunningham do that because he doesn't have to. That's not his style of play. Go ahead.
Brunson's always been a smart player.
Yes.
But I've never seen him do that to this extent.
Yeah, like
he wasn't like that in Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
Going back further, when he was winning a title, a national championship, he wasn't doing that.
I blame the league.
Yeah, man. But yeah, Dominic, dead on, bro. Let's get to the rest of these. JMV official says OKC Thunder boost mobile bundle WWE Royal Rumble. I like it, JMV official. Welcome to the channel, bro. If it's your first time here, if not, welcome back, man. But yeah, Pistons. Wow. So he says 5. I still got 7, bro. How many? We'll get to that later as far as predictions. But unless you want to answer it now, it's up to you.
No, I just same consistent with me. It's 6. I'm still sticking with 6.
Okay.
Because simply I had them winning at least one of these two games, whether it was the first or the second. I had them winning one of these two games.
I was actually wrong. I thought they were going to win the first game, but they came back around, showed some resiliency, and got their second one. Let's get to the rest of these super chats, and we will get to this game, y'all. All right, Daryl Simpson, what's going on, brother? Says Detroit Pistons will win game 3 and 4. Oof. If they win game 3 and 4, they might win it in 5. So that'll be interesting. That'll be really interesting. Do you think they'll get both games at home?
Hopefully, we can get some home cooking, because if they get foul crazy and try to screw us, man, we in trouble. Because, like I said, this whole game they tried to find ways to let the Knicks back into the game until they finally did. You know what I'm saying?
I will say this. You said it last week. If they go ahead and do what we've been campaigning to do for pregame warmups and play and bring back the final countdown for game 3, we're winning that game for sure. For sure. Changes everything. Pistons, if you're watching this for the 1000th time, please bring that back so we can really get into the game. All right. A few more super chats and we're going to keep it moving, y'all. Y'all are showing mad love tonight. We appreciate all of it, man.
Appreciate everyone.
Guy, what's going on, bro? Hey, give me a comment, guy. Like, I appreciate the super chat, but give me some feedback, bro. Give me some dialogue.
Right.
Let's talk. DG says, I hope everyone crying about last game has learned that you can't lose it after one setback. Pistons in 6. Exactly. Kate,
don't be having me going off on y'all like that, man.
Like last game. Have you calmed down, bro, since then?
I'm good. I am 100% good now.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was tough. But King, you brought out to me that last game, Kate was trending in a negative way.
Yeah, in a negative way on Twitter.
Played a tremendous season. All NBA player, second team likely. Proved it tonight. He's probably going to get second team over the guy they got in the court, right? Charles Barkley said at halftime, the best player in the series is Cade Cunningham, right?
Man.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, 100%, bro. Carl, what's going on, bro? I wonder where they trade Cade people are from last game. Ooh. We'll see if they pop up through the show or not, but I doubt we're gonna get to Cade in depth, too. We're going to get to what happened in this game. But, Carl, yeah, they're quiet right now. They're hiding under a rock. Nowhere to be found, per usual, right? All right. Let's get the super chats. Just keep, man. Y'all ain't playing tonight. We ain't gonna be able to get through our show, bro. With these super chats, man. All right, let's try to keep it moving. Keith, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you as always. JD dominated both 7-footers, Cat and Mitchell Robinson. Man,
yeah. JD even though Cat was running,
yes, he was. He was running, but he was a few times under the hoop. He was just grabbing. He was grabbing him like he wasn't even trying to get the rebound. He was just grabbing him.
Yeah,
he can't stop. They can't stop him down there. We gonna get to JD too. Appreciate you as always, Keith. The Assassin King showing mad love per year. Appreciate you, brother. Man, oh man. You are an assassin for sure. Now it's time to defend home court. Put Jalen Brunson.
100% accurate right there.
Yes, 100% accurate. Appreciate you, brother. As always. Doug says Thursday has to be the loud. It will be.
Yeah,
it will be. Especially if we said it already. They bring that intro back, man. It will be rocking.
Listen,
the roof will be about to blow off. Go ahead, King.
Unless I get a ticket to the game, I'm gonna be yelling out my door towards the arena, like, ah! It better be loud if you go into the game.
Man, I might to pull up for that game. We got to pull up maybe for that game, King. We got to see, man. Like, we love doing this because it's like right after, and then it's no delay. Because when we go to the games and we got to come back, it's a delay, and y'all trying to get y'all trying to get the show right away. So y'all let us know. Y'all let us know what y'all want. All right, a few more. Well, let's take a pause and get some things knocked out from tonight, and then we'll come back to the super chats. Because the way y'all not playing tonight with these supers. We appreciate every single one of y'all. So, okay, let's get to it, King. Let's try to be efficient tonight with this show, man. Let me say this first, bro. I'm so proud of this team. I am so proud of what I saw from this basketball team, especially in tonight's game. The Pistons, to me, showed me they wanted this game more than the Knicks wanted this game tonight. The sense of urgency they had, the Knicks did not have that tonight. Not like how the Pistons had it. The Pistons, man, they came up with every 50-50 ball. They got 80% of those 50-50 balls. They were all attacking the glass. They were all diving on the floor for loose balls. Just the effort, bro, that they displayed tonight reminded me of 2004. Reminded me of 89, 90. They looked like a Detroit Pistons team tonight. They had runs, they had to weather the storms, but just like last game, when they had a lead in the fourth quarter, right?
Right.
They did not surrender that lead. They never let the Knicks get the lead They never let them take control of the game. They learned their lesson from last game, which is what we always say. This is a learning experience. That's why they have it going 4 games or 5 games. I thought they had to go through their lumps, right? And tonight they showed as a team and as a star player in Cade Cunningham, they learned. They learned from the mistakes from last game, and now tonight they could say, we've been here before. First game, they couldn't say we've been here before. The vets could, and the vets can do the best they can to help coach these young guys up, but there's no replacement for experience. You can't simulate actually playing in these games. So once they had that game under their belt, now they can, they same arena, same opposition, you know what I'm saying? Same situation, and they responded differently. That's what I love to see tonight, man. Just the response that they had tonight. Thoughts on that? Go ahead.
So for me, it was extra exciting because I'm a person, I think outside the box, and the way that I operate is the reason why I said Pistons in 6. Right? Let's go back to that. There's a deeper meaning to that. The reason why is because you had an opportunity to have that one game from Cade for him to learn. Why did it take him one game? Because remember this, we played the Knicks at the end of the season. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So those games right there to finish out the season, I counted those games.
Got you.
You see what I'm saying? Because it's at the end of the season. There's a little bit of pressure to those games already. Right. And now you come in New York and you have a game like that. It's like, okay, now that's enough for me to come and make those adjustments. Bam. You know, and that's what we've seen tonight. Defensively, they brung it. They played defense all 4 quarters. That's what we asked for. Mm-hmm. When you look at Cade did Cade tonight. Yes. You know, he did Cade tonight.
Man.
And like I said, they tried to swarm him in the 4th quarter, man, but we found other ways. Dennis Schroeder.
Man, we're gonna get to him too. We're gonna get to all these guys. Like, I know you want to get into it. I know we about to. We're gonna get into him too. But like I said, bro, this was I loved how physical this game was. I loved how the physicality, and I love they let him play. And for most of this game, much better than last game, the Pistons defended without fouling. Much better than they did. It was still some silly fouls in there, right, from certain guys you're going to get to, but I like how they just tried to defend as best they could without silly fouls. They played much more disciplined. JD played much more disciplined. Even Asari played much more disciplined. He fouled out, but you could see his approach was different. So as this game wore on, it seemed to kind of wear on the Knicks. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And their defense allowed them to get out in transition. You saw Cade every opportunity. Mm-hmm. As soon as he was grab the way we all talk about Asari grabbing and going, or Ron Holland grabbing the rebound and going, Cade was grabbing and going. Mm-hmm. He was just great. You see his hair flaring, taking up down the court, right? He was really trying to get to avoid any double teams, to not allow them to set the defense up. He would just attack. So I love the approach to this game tonight. And coach, great job. Great game plan.
Absolutely. And we mentioned it. You be physical with the Knicks, they'll start to buckle. Little bit by little bit, they'll start to buckle, man. Yeah. You know, like I said, they did their best with all the acting, but the physical play, Cade attacking, you know what I'm saying? Us constantly being there on defense. Yeah. Schroeder and the SAR switching on Brunson. Right. That helped out a lot, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, the physicality played a big part in this win tonight, but at the same time, we didn't get into foul trouble until late at the end of the game. That was huge for us because that kind of crippled us the first game.
It did.
You know what I'm saying? We had some guys that had some foul situations. Yeah. Duran didn't start with the ticky-tack fouls to the 4th quarter. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? So,
you're right.
But yeah, you know, like it's important to come out and play a clean game, man. But play Pistons basketball. Do not play Knicks basketball. Don't let some random guy come in and kill you like you let Payne do last game.
Yeah, he was a non-factor in this game. As he should be. Like, no disrespect, but he's not that guy. I know I saw him at the end of the last game talking about I'm him, I'm whatever. I'm like that. No, you're not. No, you're not like that. Right? It's levels to this. But one more thing, bro, unless you can respond, one more thing I'm going to say before we get to the individual stuff, right? The Pistons are growing up, bro. Like, if I'm a Knicks fan, I'm a little nervous. I'm nervous because for the Pistons tonight to get a big road win, right? And to do it without Stu, who is our best interior defender, that has to affect the morale of both teams. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? they like, man, we lost to them. They didn't even have, and we're like, we beat them and we didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like that has to affect the morale. The way we held them to 94 points without Stu.
Yep.
That is major. That's doing it by committee. You mentioned Paul Reed. That is next man up, like we always talk about.
Yep.
And that's why it's important to have a deep team.
Yep.
So you can actually have that next man up mentality, like we did tonight. Asar goes out, next man up, literally. You know what I'm saying? Shooter comes in, does a great job, but as good as you can defending him. So for me, like the Pistons team is deep. We're deeper. We're deep. The Knicks may have a more explosive starting five, but once we go to our bench, it ain't no doubt who has the more talented bench and the more physical bench. I saw MB Well before we get to Dominique. I saw MB Well said this season has been incredible. Appreciate you always, MB Well. This season has been incredible. If Duran continues being Robin, it's over in 5. Yeah, if he keeps this up, bro, it may be trouble because they cannot handle him. They cannot handle him down there. So great comment, MB Well. And did you just throw up Dominique's? I think we missed one. Or nothing you had? Did you want to throw up there?
Yeah, it was Dominique. He just popped one up there.
Okay, let me see. Let me get to these first. Let me try to go in order so I don't forget. There we go. Okay. Hellcat to a donut in the second half. I didn't even realize that. Wow, no points second half. Without Stu. Exactly. That was huge. Gives everybody confidence if they have to play game 3 without him. See what I'm saying? Exactly. So now if you're the Pistons, not that you're trying to get greedy because you need Stu, but it's like you can win without him if you replicate tonight's performance. Just from an effort, energy, execution. That was my 3 E's. Effort, energy, execution. If you replicate those 3, they will win game 3 at home. Period.
There's a difference today in this Tobias than it was from the Tobias we had the first time around. Wow. Because Cat tried to go at him. Tobias didn't give in tonight. He kept going at Cat, especially on the defensive end. He kept going at him. You know what I'm saying? That's the key right there to the game. Because like I said, they had brung in Mitchell. They tried to go 2 bigs. Tobias stuck with Cat. They even had points where you seen guys like Tim Hardaway Jr. switch on to Cat, bro. You know what I'm saying? And try to give him problems. Even though Tim Hardaway Jr. wasn't knocking his shot down, he's not a player that's going to run around with his head down. Yes. You know, for him, it's next play mentality. He's been like this since Michigan. You know what I'm saying? So he came in, did his part defensively. Beasley, not knocking down shots. Guess what he did? Play defense.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Defensive 100%. Effort collectively for the Pistons, man, ultimately won them this game.
And that's what we always talk about. Impact. That's what's going to get you on the floor. That's why I didn't think Fontecchio was going to play. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you mentioned, Tim, like Fontecchio, not to get on him, but those guys are known for being able to shoot the ball. But like you said, Tim was doing the little things. He still found a way to keep himself on the floor by finding a way to help his team. So he didn't shoot well. You're not always going to shoot well in every game, especially with a physical game like this. But he still found a way, like you just said, to be impactful. And that's all we can ask. All right, let's keep going. All right, Guy said, appreciate you, Dominique. Guy says, Dennis, the international play from the Himalayas. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Yeah, Dennis was clutch, Guy. I appreciate that. He was clutch for sure. We're going to get to that. All right. William McGregor says, King, refs did everything to rip that from us. Paul Reed with huge minutes. Dennis called game. He called game for sure. Yeah. They did the best they could to take it away. King, go ahead.
That 3 was just killed it. It just took all the air out of him when he hit that 3, man.
Yeah, they really did.
But the refs did. Like I said, the refs they tried to kill us. They tried to. They really did, man. And the Pistons, you know, like I said, it's a team that we've been accustomed to since the second half of the season. They've grown up to the point to where they can still close out games,
right?
And get through that. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that was impressive.
Agreed. D. Davis, what's going on? What's going on, homie? Fourth quarters are going to make me start smoking. Yeah, it's stressful. It's D, David. It's stressful, ain't it? It's with a C. It's stressful. It's stressful. I actually have a headache right now because I was yelling so much at the screen. Had to pop a few aspirin before we came on here, but we good. But yeah, we're gonna be all right, D Davis. We're gonna be all right. If this is what it takes to win every game, hey, I'll put up with it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'll put up with it. It's good for this team in the future too, to have these close games in the playoffs on the road. This is good. This is all good. Yeah. We had one in the loss. We had one in the win. So now we know what we need to do in those situations to get more dubs.
Right.
I love it. I love it, bro. All right, let's keep going. Will coming back around. Refs got paid. Still can't get Hold on. That escalated so quickly. Hold on. Refs got paid. Still can't get laid. Beasley better get paid. Facts. Pistons 5. Hey, I'm with you on, especially the last part. That Beasley part, he's 100%.
Yeah, he's gonna get paid.
Going to be here. He 100%. Well, good point. Let's keep going. Keith Lee coming back around for game 3. I'm wearing my teal. Ooh, okay. Hey, bring it out. Bring him out.
Good, man. Till it out. I even got the teal mic tonight.
On right now. Yeah, I see it. I see it for sure. All right, bet. Alan G. Give me a comment, Alan. I appreciate the support, but give me a comment, man. Let's talk. All right, let's go to man. Will is showing love tonight, bro. King and Deuce. K got loose. Give New York the noose. Pistons.
Y'all get creative, man.
I get the feeling we're gonna see a lot of William tonight, bro. Just because like, he got his pen and notepad out, just writing down some. He getting in his bag right now.
William the philosopher.
The philosopher. I like it. Pistons Forever says they really not letting us start play. Yes, they're not letting us start play defense. Brunson is jumping into the defender. None of those shots are in a natural shooting motion. 100%. Pistons Forever, especially that last one, Tobias. Tobias shouldn't have jumped.
Oh my God, he shouldn't have jumped. But he barely jumped. But he shouldn't have jumped.
Yeah, we know he can't jump high anyway, so he didn't.
If I'm a rep, I'm like, I'm not calling that, bro.
Come on, man. Come
on,
man.
Yeah,
I know, but no, Pistons Forever, you are 100% correct. But for us to still be able to deal with that adversity and still win, I love it. All right, Manalanda, what's up, man? My dice was great tonight. My dice, JD, aka JD. My dice was great tonight. They got Cat, we got Toby. Hey, they can't handle him, man. They cannot handle McDice, aka JD, in that paint. He's just too big and strong and athletic. Cat dude wants no parts. I'm sorry. He does not want any parts with JD. You see him trying to bang on Tobias and score and bark at Tobias when JD's not in the game, when Stu's not playing. But when JD in the game and Stu's playing, you don't see him doing that. What you see him, you know he's barking at? The refs.
Hey, listen.
Ball game.
Hey, listen. Hey, Lou Williams. Do it look like the Pistons still happy to be here?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? Stephen A. Smith, you think these lights is too bright still?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking forward to see what he say tomorrow. He better.
And shout out to the TNT crew because they brung it up tonight, man. Okay. You know exactly what the Pistons did tonight. They brung that up before the game even started, man. Go out there, be physical. K got to be K tonight.
Right.
They did all of those things, man. So
100%.
Yeah.
Shout out to them, man. All of them. Yeah. One more. Doug says, I will always remember what Troy Weaver did to allow Trajan and JB make this happen. Been watching since 1964 and I have really been more proud. I love this team and you guys make it special. Shout out to Doug, man.
Shout out to Doug.
Shout out to Doug for rocking with the Pistons for 60 years.
Whew, that's Lions long there, boy.
You know what I'm saying? I thought I had some tenure with my 30 years.
Man.
You know what I mean? So shout out to you, Doug, because you have seen it all, brother. I may be coming to you for some of your stories at some point. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure you got some way before I was even born. So shout out to you, man. And I hope for your sake, for your support, and for your loyalty to this team, that we have a great run, not even just this year, but going forward, because this team's future is very, very bright. So shout out to you, Doug, as always, brother. All right, King, let's get into some individuals, man. Let's get into the box score. Let's take a look at what happened in this game. Let's really dissect this thing, man, because we kind of did an overview of what we saw, but now I think it's time to get into the nitty-gritty and the nuts and bolts. What you think?
All right.
You want to do that? Yep. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. All right. So let's start with our All-NBA superstar MVP level player on the biggest stage tonight. Cade Cunningham, bro. This dude had 33 points, 12 boards, 3 assists, which is actually low for him. He was like, I'm getting buckets tonight. 3 assists, 2 steals, 5 turnovers, 11 for 21 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 10 of 12 from the free throw line, and he played a hefty 42 minutes in this game. Thoughts on Cade Cunningham, King?
Firm handshakes all around, man. You know what I'm saying? that's where I'm at with it because it's listen, even with the 5 turnovers, they weren't in the fashion that they were last game.
Exactly.
You know, the Pistons, they were going at the Knicks at the beginning of the game, and there was a lot of pass down court, pass back down court. Knicks missed, we missed. Right. It was chaotic for a minute. They was going at it. So I excuse the turnovers, man.
Yep.
But the 3 assists speaks loud. It speaks volumes. It's exactly the reason why I said K went at them tonight.
Right.
That's what you want to. No more Mr. Nice Guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming after y'all tonight. Y'all gonna have to stop me. And these were shots at the basket. He didn't go out there and chuck up a bunch of threes. He was going to the rack, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to see. Like I said, could have easily had 40 points tonight, man. But took opportunities at the end of the game, let Schroeder do his thing. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. Hey, Schroeder, I see you and Brunson going at it. I'm gonna let you go and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, just all the way around, great game from Cade.
You know what I was thinking about when I was watching this game, watching Cade just go ham tonight? Big Sean. Last night took an L, but tonight I bounced back. Yeah. That's all I was thinking, bro. This was a bounce back game for him. Ladies and gentlemen, Cade Cunningham is here to stay.
Mm-hmm.
He is here. And you can see he is leaving his imprint on his league. Mm-hmm. The behind the back play, having Mikal Bridges lost, going in for a dunk and pointing at all the New York brass, including Carmelo Anthony, Patrick Ewing, all those guys, Marbury. Yeah, he's like, hey, I'm here in y'all building, in y'all arena, in the Mecca, in the Big Apple, in the Garden, everywhere. I'm here, and y'all gonna see me. Y'all gonna see me. So I said this after the last game. I didn't think Cade was gonna have another game like that for the rest of the series.
Nope.
He looked way more comfortable tonight. He looked ready. He looked ready from tip. And that's because he knew what to expect. He settled in now. And bro, we've heard so much about all these different guys. It's defensively when it comes to Cade. Bro, Cade is unguardable. Cade Cunningham is unguardable in single coverage, period. The Knicks, they didn't double him as much as we saw in that first game, and that's why he had 20 in the first half. But Bridges, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, all good defenders. Can't none of y'all stop Cade in single coverage, bro. Nobody. It's barbecue chicken again tonight in single coverage. Every time he had them on the block or on the perimeter, bro, he was getting whatever he wanted, and they could do nothing about it. He simply could not be guarded. And I think next game, and maybe the rest of the series, you're going to see the Knicks going back to what they did first game, trying to get the ball back out of his hands. Because now they know for sure, not only can Mikal Bridges not guard him, but Anunoby can't guard him, Hart can't guard him, nobody can guard him. Anunoby may be more physically imposing, but Cade is just too crafty, and he has way too many counters. He just wears you down with his counters. Between the legs, crossover. You still there? He's spinning back. You still there? He's pulling back for the jump. Like he's got too many counters. He's too smart of a player. You know what I'm saying? He can't be guarded. So watching this game and listening to the telecast, bro, listening to them kind of just lose it over him and just talk and gush over him. I love it. They're like, hey, to hear Cade Cunningham again. Oh, wow. Okay. Like to hear that the way we hear it with LeBron and Luka and Kawhi and KD and Russ and all these guys. It's nice that our guy, who is going to be, I think, at the level of some of those guys, is nice to see him finally get his shine.
That's where you make the name.
What he's been through, what he's had to endure last year, and since he's gotten here, he finally is getting the respect that he deserves. And he's doing it on one of the biggest stages in the NBA at one of the biggest and most important times in the NBA.
This is where you make your name, international. This is where you really get your stripes. It's in the playoffs, man. You know what I'm saying? The regular season is one thing, but in the playoffs, when you come out and have performances like this is where all the eyeballs around the world start to say, okay, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, hell of a performance.
That's why I wanted to play the Knicks, bro. It wasn't just the matchup. It was the stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was nice to see him get some foul calls for once. And if he continues to perform at this level, which he will for the rest of the series and playoffs, going forward, we're going to see him get more all-star level calls with all these eyeballs watching, with the ratings probably going up after the series is over, right? We're going to see him start to get more respect because everybody is watching, not just because it's the playoffs, but because it's the Knicks. This is exactly why I wanted to play this team.
Yep.
And I'm glad we got him. I'm glad we got a chance to play him. Go ahead, bro.
Every time that camera pan and zoom to that bench and I seen J.I., I'm like, man, I can't wait.
Oh my God, bro. I know, man. I feel for him, bro, because I could. You probably saw that. We can see it in his face, bro. He's just like, man, if I was out there, like, they show him sometimes. I've noticed they showed him sometimes after a Cade turnover, after a Cade double team. Oh, as almost if they know to say, If he was out there, it would be a different story. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't do that when he's on the court. He's too much of a threat. And you're playing to J.I.'s strength if you do the thing you want to do to Cade. So they can't. So I can't wait till this team is whole, bro. I can't wait, man. To see what they're doing already without Studer's game, without J.I., and we're still winning on the road in the Mecca against the Knicks. Yeah, future's bright.
So before we go into the next individual player,
Yes, sir.
I forgot to mention
Talk about it.
the bench. The bench.
Man.
Compared to the Knicks bench, it was night and day.
Yes.
And that's something that we talked about last show. You know, the bench, man. Like I said, it was part of the reason why I made my prediction for the series was the bench play.
You did.
Our bench is just flat out better than theirs. We have starters on our bench. That's what I said. So, like I said, tonight show.
To your point, bench comparison. Pistons had 35. The Knicks had 8. And they only came from one guy, Miles McBride. And 3 of those 8 came from a desperation 3-pointer off the glass.
Yep.
They should have only had 5.
Yep.
Should be 35-5. And that's why I think we're going to win the series.
Old school basketball tonight.
Old school basketball, doing it together.
Yep. Nobody
that
else
is Pistons basketball.
Brunson, you can get your little whatever. Ain't nobody else scoring.
Yes. 100%. 100%. Got a few more super chats because y'all are showing mad love. DG coming back around says, mind you, we got Dennis for nothing. Shout out to Trajan Langdon, bro. Like we talked about Troy Weaver setting this team up for success going forward. Wasn't perfect, and we didn't draft well and all that stuff, but he put us in position, helped put Trajan in position to be able to make those moves, and he made great decisions. He has not missed at all with his vets that he brought in. He has not missed at all with anybody. Tobias, THJ, Bees, Schroeder, Paul. He hasn't missed, bro. He's batting 1,000. And tonight, like DG said, we pretty much got him from draft picks that he created out of thin air.
You know
what I'm saying? So, yeah, insane move, man. DG, you are 100% correct. Thoughts on that, King?
No, I totally agree, man. Like I said, just excellent job. Excellent job putting this team together. Like I said, they fit together. It's the puzzle pieces is what we was talking about. That's right, man. That's right. Mr. My City, what's going on, brother? Put them W's in the chat and play my effing song. What song you talking about? Which one you talking about? You talking about Pistons one again? We talking about? Let me know. Let me know. We'll run that back if you want. Shout out to T-Mac.
T-Mac, yeah, for sure. For sure. Let's see. G-Mac Cash, yeah, for sure. Keith Lee Petway says, Cat saw Andre Drummond again. Right. Jalen Duren was a grown 21. You know what? He did show signs tonight of Dre to me. Just his rebounding and like just attacking the glass and just dominating on the boards and just his physical punishing play, man. Just chasing like guy. That's what I mean. You saw Hasar chasing down rebounds. Like he'd be under the hoop trying to box out. It'd be a 3-pointer, a long miss, and he's outrunning Cat to the baseline to get the replay. Just doing whatever you got to do to win the game. Yeah. And JD was doing that in a major way as well, man. Yep. I got to give him a lot of credit, bro, for sure. Did what he needed to do to help us win, bro. That's right. That's what it's about, man. Shout out to Dre too, because he had some commentary going on Twitter too. He's watching the game too. So man, come home, Dre. Man, right? Come home, Dre. Even if it's just, you know what I'm saying, in a mentoring role. I'd love to have him back. Or if it's just to retire. If it's to come retire, if you're gonna do that, whatever, you know, just do it. He still got a home here? Yeah. All right. Let's get to THJ, man. We talked about it. He struggled with a shot tonight, right? He did not shoot the ball well at all, but that's okay because, like you mentioned, he still found a way to make impact. He shot terribly. He shot 0 for 8 overall, 0 for 6 from 3, right? He had no points, 1 board and 1 assist, but once again, things that don't show up on the stat sheet, like we always talk about, the little things, right? That's what he does. So once again, I don't think you'll have another game like this because he missed a ton of open shots that he normally knocks down with ease. Listen, and that's what if you JB Bickerstaff, that's the only thing that you're concerned about. Yes. He didn't make no shots tonight. Yes. JB Bickerstaff does not care. You know what he cares about? He's looking at how open he was on those shots. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Because next game, if he can get those opportunities, he may knock them shots down. He will. You know what I'm saying? See, right. So, like I said, he had open opportunity. That was the most important thing on the offense. He was wide open on a lot of those shots, even though they didn't fall.
So creating opportunities is something that you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Because every game, like I said, he's not gonna have that type of shooting performance. He's gonna knock him down.
It's a great point. And if he's open, that means it's because we're moving the ball.
Yeah.
We're playing good basketball, like you're saying. We're playing good basketball in order for him to get those shots. We're moving the ball. It's not just ISO, everybody ball watching, just sitting like this, waiting for a pass. No, you got player movement. You got guys setting screens. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you got guys playing winning team basketball. So in this game, in the rest of these games, I guarantee you Tim will not go 0 for 8, 0 for 6 from 3. It will not happen. He might get hot and go 4 or 5 from 6. So we know how he can get. So yeah, let's move on to, let's go to Asar, bro. So Asar tonight had 5 points, 5 boards, 2 steals, 2 turnovers. He fouled out, 2 of 7 from the field, 1 of 4 from the free throw line, 21 minutes. Any initial thoughts on Asar, bro, that you saw tonight compared to last game or just in general?
Defense.
Yeah.
Defense. You know what I'm saying? Offensively, like I said, at this point, I'm not really expecting anything out of Asar offensively. If he make a shot, it's a plus. Right now, the energy on defense is the only thing that I'm focused on. What he did against Brunson, even though they kept calling ticky-tack fouls, still overall, he was able to switch on to Brunson. He was able to defend Brunson. You see what I'm saying? To where, like I say, you create a better situation for K himself because he doesn't have to exert energy chasing his little mouse around. You know what I'm saying? So he can come on the offensive end and do what he got to do. Well, vice versa. Asar on the offensive end, I'm going to take care of that. That's what Cade is saying. You see what I'm saying? So,
100%.
Like I said, man, it just works out.
100%. And that's why I always say that we always say, everybody always says, the best ability is what? Availability. It got to be on the court. And even though he fouled out tonight, it came towards the end of the game. First game, he didn't foul out. But that's because he had to sit so long because he was in foul trouble early and wasn't available. You know what I'm saying? That to me was the difference with him tonight, is that he only played 21 minutes, but he wasn't sitting down for half a quarter or just because he's cold and he can't get into the game, can't afford to get another foul. First game, he had 2 fouls in the first 3 or 4 minutes. Just bad fouls, just crowding Brunson too much, just getting too aggressive, trying to make the home run play instead of the single, right? And tonight he was better with that. I felt he was much better with just being disciplined defensively and trying to guard him and being available for his team. So like you mentioned, guys like Cade don't have to guard him, and he can have that assignment. And Cade can be fresher on the offensive end to do what Cade does like he did tonight. So I like to see the adjustment that he made. I got to give him credit for that because he's so important to this defense. He is the backbone of this defense.
Absolutely.
And if he's not available, you see it. Even when he fouled out, you saw it. As admirable as Schroeder did on Brunson, you can't teach height. You can't teach length. And that's what Asar has. And he bothered Brunson. So if he continues to just play smart, it didn't got to be explosive or perfect every game defensively. Just keep yourself available. Just stay in the game. Just make it hard for Brunson. He's gonna score. He's gonna do his thing. He's gonna be the merchant that he is. But just play through it and play smart. And he did that tonight. So I'll give him credit for that, even though he fouled out.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep it moving, bro. Let's go to the guy you were talking about earlier, Tobias Harris, man. Tobias Harris tonight had 15 points, 13 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 turnover, on 6 for 11 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. So for me, bro, I'll go first. The first thing I see here is 13 boards, 13 rebounds, bro.
Yep.
I've talked about this all year long. Tobias Harris is not naturally a extremely physical player. He doesn't want to always, his game isn't banging, getting in the paint and like JD is or like Stu is. That's not really his game. But for the sake of the team, for the sake of what coach is asking him to do, playing undersized at the 4, he has leaned all the way into doing it, bro. He has leaned all the way in. You need me to do that, coach? Okay, that's not usually what I do, but you need me to do it. You asked me to do it. I'm going to do it. 13 rebounds, bro. That is incredible. Like that is tied with JD. JD had 13.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To see him getting on the boards like that, bro. The 15 points, if you're getting 13 boards, I'm taking 15 points every single time. Every single time. And it wasn't just the rebounding. You mentioned he was banging with Cat, not giving up an inch, really just making things hard for him. He's giving up about 60, 70 pounds. You know what I'm saying? He's 6'8". Cat is like 6'11". So just that. And he was, bro, once again, getting steals. Getting out. He had a nice block at the end of the game. I think it was on Mikal Bridges going up for a layup. Spotted that. Like he was just doing so many things. He's just a very balanced player, bro. He's just a good basketball player. He's not a superstar. He's not an all-star. He's been a fringe all-star for most of his career. Never got there. But he's just very good in so many different areas. And he's not going to hurt you. He's not going to shoot you out of a game. He's very efficient offensively. He takes his shots within the flow of the offense. 6 for 11 again, overall. Like he's just very steady. And Chris said it, Mr. Consistency. Outside of the first few weeks, maybe month of the season when he was playing very, very suspect and terrible and trying to learn his role, he has been worth every single dime.
Yep.
One of the most important players for this team. Shout all the way out to Tobias Harris, who I said before is playing by far, and you said it too, the best basketball wearing a Detroit Pistons uniform, even the first time when he was with the Pistons in 2016-17. He was a great scorer, but if we had that version right now, we would not be tied 1-1 with the Knicks, because defensively what he was doing tonight and last game is a game changer for this team, bro. And the Sixers are got to be sick right now. They got to be sick to their stomach right now. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to shout him out. Go ahead.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing. Yeah, I say you explained it beautifully, man. Like I said, Mr. Consistency. Chris got it down pat. That's exactly what it is. Mr. Consistency.
I love it, man. Yeah, we'll leave it there. But shout out to Tobias, man. Shout out to you, bro, for sure. I think you getting suits from guys really made an impact, because you see these guys really bringing that professionalism, and they bringing it, man. All right, let's go to JD. So tonight, JD, we talked about it already, but let's get into the details. JD tonight had 12 points, 13 boards, 2 assists, 1 steal, 3 blocks, stuff in the stat sheet, 2 turnovers. He only had 4 shots, 3 or 4 shots. And most importantly for me, 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
Yep.
6 of 6. The Pistons as a team were 82%.
Yeah.
28 for 34. That's major. On the road, that is major. In the playoff game, when possessions mean everything, that is major. Thoughts on JD tonight, bro?
Wore his hard hat tonight.
Yes, he did.
Wore his hard hat tonight. Came in and was total opposite of what we seen game 1.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what we need for us to win. If JD is this person who he was the majority of the end of the season, we win basketball games.
Yeah.
No question. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, stay out of the cheap foul trouble. Stay on the floor. Don't be jumping at nothing. None of the bumping with the arms and pushing guys and unnecessary stuff. Go out there, do what you got to do, bro. Move your feet, play defense. Man, you get wins. You get wins.
Yeah, I was really proud of JD tonight, bro. He played so much more disciplined tonight. You know what I mean? He just played. To me, like early in the season, it felt like JD was only giving the defensive effort that we needed when he was getting touches offensively. Tonight, he had 4 shots.
Yep.
And he still brought, you know what I'm saying? That to me shows me maturity and growth on his part.
Yep.
That shows me a whole lot, because now he understands who he needs to be for this team.
And then the leadership from Cade, because, you know, when they showed them huddling up at the free throw line, JD was doing a little bit barking at the ref, and I seen Cade say next play. I read his lips. His lips said next play, which is how it's got to be in the playoffs, man. You can't be hung up on one play. You can't get a frustration foul.
Right.
That don't work in the playoffs.
Yep.
You got to lock in and get ready for the next play.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, 100%. That's the leadership from Cade. That's another reason why he went number 1 overall. It's just the leadership piece. I see you guys commenting about JD. You guys are 100% correct. Duran played a lot better. Devon, I see you. I see all you guys, man. Yeah, Jalen hit every free throw. Yes, 6 for 6. 6 for 6. Overall in the season, he's 67%. So he stepped it up and knocked down his free throws when they were there. The whole team did, but to go 6 for 6 as a big man in a big game like this that you got to have on the road at the Garden with the bright lights, that says a lot, man.
Yeah.
This team is growing quickly. They just needed to get their feet wet. That's really all they needed. They just needed to get their feet wet, bro. They needed to get a game under their belt. They got it, and we saw the difference tonight. We saw the Knicks try to test our will and test our experience and test our mettle late in this game, They were trying to make it a repeat of last game, but the Pistons said no. Not tonight. Not this time. And that's because they now they can say they've been there before. So JD, man, I'm really proud of him, bro, because he really has bought into the team. Not my touches, not my points, not my stats, but dubs. When you get wins like this, even if you're not showing everything you can do, or you're not getting the touches you want, but you're getting wins, it makes it so much easier to wash, rinse, and repeat and keep doing it. So I think we're gonna see this version of JD going forward throughout the playoffs and for most of his career going forward, because he's seeing this is the way he needs to play for this team to win. Yeah, man. Great game from JD. Love to see it. Love to see it, man. All right, let's get to the bench, bro, and then we can get out of here. Let's get to your guy. You talked about him, Dennis Schroeder, man.
Yeah,
Dennis Schroeder, bro. Schroeder tonight, guys, had 20 points. He had 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers on 6 for 10 shooting, 3 of 5 from 3, 5 for 6 in the free throw line. Thoughts on Dennis the Menace, bro?
Dennis Schroeder fears nobody.
Yeah.
He doesn't fear the moment. He definitely doesn't fear any individual in this league. He'll go at anybody, man. And that's one thing I always admired about him. Tonight, he went at Brunson. He was helping defend Brunson tonight.
Right.
But at the same time, he was giving Brunson some buckets tonight. So, and some of the biggest buckets that counted most for us came from Dennis Schroeder. So, like I said, man, I mean, talking about what we got him for, the epitome of what we got him for.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's only going to get better as we continue to play. So, like I said, I'm looking forward to see him knock down more Mr. Clutch shots, because that's just what he has been doing since the last 20 games of the season.
Last few months, yeah.
You know,
he's making a case,
to
be extended here, to get re-signed here, because of his presence. Because of his presence in the playoffs, his leadership in the playoffs, his steady play in late game situations with the ball in his hands, taking the free throw. He missed one, but he still iced the game, right? Like, those are the things that I think are going to potentially keep him here. I think, once again, we don't win without him in these late game situations. Having a guy like him who is fearless and experienced to kind of bring you home, like, and he has good instincts. He understands game flow. When Brunson came down to hit those back-to-back threes, or hit a 3, guess who came right back down to hit one? Schroeder. Ice in his veins. Shut the crowd up. Brought the momentum back to the Pistons. Like, that's the instinct I'm talking. We see it all the time when home team hits a 3, and then you see the road team come back down and shut them up. Be quiet. We see it all the time. So to see him understand what was happening in the game, understand flow, game flow, right? Time and score, and to be able to make that shot, not just know that you got to take it, but to knock it down. He knocked down a few threes tonight. One of them kind of danced around in the rim, crip walked on the rim a little bit before it fell in. Right. But he made big shots, man. Will said I think he said his heart stopped when he saw that 3 go up. He said, Will said, I ain't gonna lie. When that 3 went up, I was holding my breath. Wait, which one? Because he knocked down a few of them. The last one that bounced
that one that bounced crazy. Okay. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, me too. It was up there just dancing for a minute, but it fell through. It fell through, man. So we don't win this game without him. You mentioned his defense on Brunson, just being a pest. You saw Brunson like getting angry, getting irritated because he wasn't getting the calls every single time, because Schroeder knows how to play that game too. He knows how to dance. He knows what he can get away with. He knows how to make it look like it's not a foul or it is. Like, he just knows how to play. He knows how to play. When you have a guy who knows how to play who has defensive antics, the way an offensive guy has offensive antics, you kind of balance it out a little bit. Yeah. So having that, because like Asar is a better defender. He's a way higher ceiling defender than Schroeder, right? Like, way better measurables, weight. But sometimes Schroeder's more effective because he understands the situation and he's been there before. That's kind of what I mean. That's why he's so important to me. So yeah, man, great game. Great game from Schroeder. Let's go to the last couple guys, and then we'll get out of here, bro. Let's go to Paul Reed. Paul Reed tonight has 6 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 turnovers, 3 or 4 shooting in 11 minutes. Thoughts on Paul, bro? B-ball Paul.
Same thing, man. Mentioned at the beginning of the show. Paul came in, made some plays that counted, filled in for Stu. but you seen the veteran, presence tonight because, like I say, he has playoff experience.
Yeah.
From being over there in Philly, and you got a chance to see that tonight. So,
Right.
hopefully, B-Ball Paul can continue to do what he's doing, and be big for us until we can get Stu back.
Yeah, he was big, man. He didn't play perfect, right? He had some mistakes here and there where he left, I think, 4 points on the board in the first couple of plays. He missed a up and under layup, and then K had a nice pocket pass to him out of pick and roll, and he bobbled it. That should have been a dunk. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't play perfect, but he tried to play Pistons basketball.
Right.
Like you said, he didn't drop his head. He didn't allow that to affect his defense. He got after it. Swatting shot, catch shot out of bounds, the 3-pointer, like just making plays, just giving effort. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like we can't expect him to be Stu.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But just try to give us some of that. And he did. So once again, he played his role. He was just starting his role tonight. So he also played good perimeter defense. He forced Brunson into a turnover by moving his feet on the perimeter. Mm-hmm. So you know what I mean? So just doing what you can, just doing the best you can, playing within yourself, playing Pistons basketball. Paul Reed did that. So good job for Paul, man. I'm happy to see him get some minutes and to play well in those minutes in a win. All right. Let's get to Malik Beasley. Didn't have a crazy game, not a glamorous game, but he had 9 points, 1 board, 1 assist, no turnovers, 2 of 9 from the field, 1 of 8 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line in 30 minutes. So neither one of our shooting guards shot well.
Yep.
You have 0 for 8 for Tim overall and 1 for 8 for Bees, and we still won.
Yep. They both did the exact same thing. They played some defense.
Yes.
And helped the team whatever way they could.
Yes. It's funny because like Bees is the better shooter, but not quite the same defender. THJ is not quite the shooter, but he's a better defender. But they do, like you said, they do the same things. They do a lot of the same things. So, but the crazy part is neither one of them shot, but we still won. Because we leaned on our defense.
Yeah.
You can win games that way. So once again, he didn't shoot well, but he still found a way to be impactful.
Yep.
That's it. Yep. That's what it comes down to. That's how you win games. So no issue with him. He didn't shoot well. Who cares? We won. All right. Let's get to the last guy who he did play a little bit, but he didn't really do much. He got a little cardio tonight, but it's okay. Ron Holland. He didn't really give us anything tonight.
Yeah.
He had played 5 minutes, but he didn't score. But thoughts on Ron Holland?
No, I had mentioned this earlier in my video. I believe was held out simply because of the way the whistle was blowing. They were looking for flops out there, and the last thing you want to do is have a rookie out there in the playoffs when Brunson is trying to draw flopping fouls.
Gotcha.
So I think that's probably why Coach said, you know what, we're going to let you hang out over here and bench for a little bit longer than usual. But yeah, you don't want to do that with a rookie.
That's a good point because he has, because Asar was struggling guarding him, and Asar has been in the league a little bit longer. He's played Brunson last year. You know what I'm saying? So he knows what it looks like. But to your point, and Ron isn't quite as composed yet when he gets a bad whistle, right? We've seen that. He's such a fiery guy. He wants to win. But I said it before, no text for Ron. No text, Ron. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you're right. Maybe you're onto something there as far as just the experience factor and knowing the game plan and knowing what Brunson likes to do. You don't want him to fall into that trap because that could very well happen. That's a good point, bro. Good point. I like what Heisenberg said here. Knicks are in trouble when Bees and TJ start hitting. Bro, you said it. You said it. If they knock down half of those shots, we on our way to a blowout.
Yeah, blowout. Yeah.
Both of them.
Yep.
If Bees go 3 for 8, 4 for 8, THJ go 3 for 8, 4 for 8, that's 16, 18 points right there. There is no comeback for the Knicks. They buried at that point. So once again, Knicks fans should be nervous because we really didn't play. Like our K played well. Our starters played well. Our bench, even though we outscored them, we should have outscored them by way more.
We still have not played our best basketball.
No, we have not. We have not. That's on the way. If the defense keeps up like this may not make it to 7. I still have it going 7, but I'm confident the Pistons going to win the series now. After tonight, going back home, if they can get that first game at home, I think they can get the second one. I really do. And from there, it could get ugly. So we'll see. Anything else in this game, bro, before we get out of here? It's been a great show.
No, man. I just want to let the fans drive off the excitement. I'm finna go on Twitter and act the absolute fool.
Bro, I'm about to lose it. I'm about to go on IG and just start trolling for no reason. I don't even know what. Yeah, I ain't going to sleep for a little bit.
Them Knicks fans was getting on my nerves, man.
Man, I know. We gonna see if they got the same energy tonight. We gonna see. All right, guys. So game 3 is, I believe, when is game 3? I think let's pull it up and see. Game 3 is Thursday. The time for that game has not yet been announced, but we do know it is going to be at Little Caesars Arena, back on our home turf. For those who don't know, the Pistons are not allowing Knicks fans to buy tickets, which I love. If you don't have, I think, a Michigan address or like somewhere regional, like the outskirts of Ohio or something like that, you can't get in. You can't even get in. I love it. No new friends. It's Detroit versus that is Detroit versus everybody. That's a great way to show Detroit versus everybody. Like, don't try to get on the bandwagon now, bro. No, y'all stay over there.
Shout out to the Lions. Shout out to the Lions. That's where they learned it from.
Oh, they did it first?
Yep.
Okay.
They tried to do it first. NFL is different. They kind of blocked it a little bit, tried to, but the Lions was the first one to try to attempt that last season.
Okay. Look, I see some of y'all saying y'all don't love it. I love it, bro. Anything you can do to get an advantage, I don't care. I don't care. Maximum instead of starts at 7. Okay, so 7 o'clock tip off. Okay.
Yeah, I love it, man. I don't even fuck them fans, man. I love it.
Yeah, like
them New Yorkers,
no favors. But that's just me. But either way, it should be loud in that arena, man. It is going to be loud in there. So we're looking forward to that game. I know you guys are too. But we are going to conclude this show with that. It's been a great stream. We appreciate you guys' support. You guys really showed us a lot of love tonight, man. And I think we are all on the same page about our excitement, and we are going to have fun with this win and hopefully with another win come Thursday night. This will give Stu a few days off to rest, right? You get 2 days or 3 days between now and next game, so that knee can kind of relax and kind of just heal up a little bit, get the inflammation out, and hopefully, he can come back. But if not, we know we can win without him. That's the biggest part about it. So, Stu, take your time getting back, bro. If you're feeling up to it, we can definitely use you for sure. Right. So we'll end it with that. Once again, the Pistons beat the Knicks on the road tonight, get their first win in 17 years. 100-94, first playoff win, man. It feels so good. I know it feels good to y'all too. So you guys all be safe as you guys are celebrating tonight. We're going to do the same. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to have fun tonight. But King, I know you're going to do the same thing. But you guys have fun, but be safe. And we're looking forward to seeing all you guys Thursday night post game, and we are going to go from there. So, King, it's been great, bro. Looking forward to seeing you on Thursday night, bro. Looking forward to seeing you guys all on Thursday night. And with that, y'all know the drill. Detroit versus everybody. Peace.
Rewind 2021. There was a parade in my city. #1 pick, dancing in the street. Everybody was hitting the gritty. Kid arrived in the D, and it was live as can be. They can ball, but we didn't want Dream, Mobley, or Scotty B. When he got hurt, everyone lost it. Storylines leaking, no faucet. Caught him wash when he broke his tibia. All the haters come to get it really, Everybody wanna be Skip Bayless. Wanna throw shade, okay, say less. Dudes went #1 for a reason. It'll click by the end of the season. When he wins most improved player. Gonna be a movie, here's the trailer. Don't say I didn't try to warn ya. Co-signed by Win Benyamin.
Kid Cunningham.
He was raised in Texas, but now he's Detroit flexing. Team USA, he was killing them. Got him effed up, let me quote Eminem. Nowadays, everybody wanna talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. It's a bunch of gibberish and money lovers act like they forgot about K. Nowadays, everybody wanna talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. It's a bunch of gibberish and money lovers act like they forgot about K. Forgot about K, they forgot about K. Forgot about how you forget about K.